Good evening to you wherever you may be in this glorious county. Humboldt Crabs baseball is on the air. Hi, I'm Hoke Holcomb, along with my broadcasting buddy, the Professor Benjamin Schaefer, coming to you from the Don Turbush announcer's booth. High atop the Arcata ballpark, we're located just a block from the historic plaza in downtown Arcata where they're having a fairy fair tonight. It's wild. But here we're going to have a ball game, and the Expos, California Expos from the Central Valley, in for the second of three contests. The Crabs victorious in last night's ball game, ultimately by a score of 6-1. But again, through 6 innings, it was a 2-1 ball game. The 7th inning has seemed to be a breakout inning. Magic, Benjamin says.
It's magic.
Magic, okay.
Magic. You had me off the air. What? Is that a hint?
No, it's just that, I mean, that's a succinct analysis, and I thought, what more do we need to hear from you? Go back to your scorebook. Okay, no. So, we ended up winning 6-1, and again, as Benjamin points out, it was the magical 7th inning that was again the key for the Humboldt Crabs. A great job of starting pitching by Alex Pham last night, winning his 4th game of the season against only one.
Yeah, he was on all night last night. He had that slider working in excellent location all night. He was really baffled, the Expos hitters, with that pitch last night.
They are forming a committee to determine whether some of those pitches were illegal in the state of California. Not suggesting he was moistening the ball. I'm just joking. His pitches were so, they broke.
Well, he was just on the black all night.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many called strikeouts there were, but there were a bunch of called strikeouts last night.
That's called command, and Alex certainly had it tonight. And tonight, Jared Milch is hopeful to follow up with a similar mound performance.
Actually, what hurt the Expos last night were the 4 errors they made in the game. Really, of the 6 Crabs runs, only 3 were earned. So it was really, like I said, there were a few errors that really hurt them in crucial situations. Otherwise, it's even a closer game than that.
Well, it's tough to give a good team, and the Crabs are that, 4 extra outs.
Yeah.
And as you say, 3 of the 6 runs were gift runs. You can probably hear, I don't know if you can hear me, but you can hear in the background, in fine fettle tonight, the world-famous Crabgrass Band with us. And it's Cowboy night at the ballpark, and I dressed appropriately.
I think some people got confused because I saw a bunch of people wearing baseball jerseys tonight, which was last night. Was Jersey night.
Yeah.
I only see like 2 people with cowboy hats tonight.
Well, I hope you acknowledge my what could be more cowboy than Wyoming.
That's true.
Right?
You're wearing your Wyoming.
I am wearing my
yes.
official Jake Martin shirt from Wyoming, cowboy shirt with the buffalo on it. It is the state flag of Wyoming, and we hope Jake is listening tonight from, where is he in Wyoming, Laramie?
I don't know.
Somewhere in the vast expanse
He's in Wyoming.
Of Wyoming is Jake Martin. Come home, Jake. Anyhow, second of 3 games, and then, of course, tomorrow we will end the 3-game set with a Sunday afternoon contest at 12:30. And then we got some stuff coming up very soon. We got the 4th of July just around the corner.
That's Wednesday, I believe, right?
Yeah. So a big week in front of us. The managers of the 2 clubs shaking hands with the umpires out in front of home plate. Let me give you the lineups for the visiting California Expos from the Central Valley of California. Number of players, I'd say maybe half of the players, play for one or another schools in Fresno. There's a university there, there's a community college, and Fresno Pacific, I believe, is a private school. So Fresno is well represented on this team. Leading off for the Expos will be their shortstop, Andrew Renteria. Batting second, the third baseman, Matt McGrady. Hitting third in left field, Will Ruiz. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Torrin Miller. Hitting fifth in right field, Angel Flores. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Rylan Greenlee. Batting 7th at second base, Dalton Daly. Batting 8th and doing the catching will be Keenan Reardon. Hitting 9th in center field will be Damian Paz Holmes. And on the mound tonight for the Expos will be Ricky Garcia. And the Expos are being introduced now to the crowd here at the ballpark, and fans, of course, still coming in. So, for the lineup,
it's going to be a crowded night tonight. There are cars lined up all the way down the street on both sides.
Well, but I think some of
them here for the ferry.
The ferry fair.
Ferry fair on the plaza. Okay. Well, maybe they'll wander on over here after the.
Ferries don't wander.
They float.
They float and fly.
Float. Yeah.
Mainly float, I guess. And now, here to give us the lineups for the Humboldt Crabs, everybody's favorite professor, floating in from the netherworld, Benjamin Schaefer.
Thank you, Hoke. Kellen Strawn to lead it off in center field. Shaggy Cantu at shortstop bats second. Coco Figueredo at second bats third. And McCarthy Tatum will be at first base and bat cleanup. Jackson Critch will be the DH and bat fifth. Connor Blair in right field bats sixth. Johnny Mendoza will be the catcher tonight and bat seventh. Otis Statham will be in left field and bat eighth. Wesley Gone Gibson moving from shortstop to third base tonight, bats ninth. On the mound for the Crabs, it's Jared Milch. Milch comes in with a record of 1-1, 21 innings pitched. He's given up 20 hits, walked 3, and struck out 24 batters in those 20 innings. So some pretty good numbers.
They are indeed.
For Jared Milch. His ERA is 2.57.
The Crabs have also been hitting the ball better of late. As a team, their average has now moved up to 274, and just about a week ago
it was 260s last week.
261, yeah.
It was 261 when they came back from their road trip.
Yeah. So they've done well since coming home. And the Crabs now being introduced to the crowd. Let me. We need to get the umpires, if we could, from Liam or somebody over there to let us know who's.
We have the umpire.
Who's doing the umpire?
Thank you very much.
Crabs now lined up along the third
Home
base
plate is
line.
Michael Cowan. Russ Killingsworth is at first base, and Ron Ellingsworth is at third base. So all new. These are all new umpires, right? Except for Cowan, right? Who is singing the national anthem?
All-Star Theater Arts.
The All-Star Theater Arts Group. A bunch of young children. Looks like no more than about 13 or 14 at the oldest, with our national anthem.
Ah, wonderful version of our
Very
national
nice.
anthem. By the Academy of Arts, is that what it's called? The Academy of Arts? Very, very nice job. It's another fine night for baseball. We've been blessed, knock on wood.
It was a gorgeous, warm day in Humboldt today. Really, really
I
beautiful.
think it got into the 70s, didn't it?
Yeah.
Some places out where we were. And So it is a gorgeous night as well.
Oh, nice pitch.
Hey.
Yikes, that was a strike all the way. That was right down the middle.
The honorary first pitch by a young man and obviously a future Crab in the making.
That was right there.
A light breeze blowing tonight. The flag out in center field is limp. The one over City Hall at a higher level and a different angle is blowing somewhat robustly. On the mound, what is the uniform? What uniform is this for the Crabs? Yet another one?
I don't know. This is the red tops with the white necks and the white pants and the white crab on the back, on the front.
Numerals on the back, Crabs across the front.
It's not terrible. They've had this uniform in the past.
I think the Crabs have about 5 or 6 different uniforms.
Yeah, they're really fashion conscious this year. Or I don't know about fashion conscious, but
diverse.
They're diverse, yeah.
Left-hander Jared Milch taking his warm-up pitches to Johnny Mendoza. One of the fine Crabs backstops. McCarthy Tatum will be at first base. Local lad Coco Figueiredo will be at second. Shaggy Cantu, the shortstop tonight. So Wesley Gunn Gibson moves over to third base. In the outfield, it'll be Otis Statham in left field. Kellen Strom in center. And Connor Blair will be in right field. A lot of sunshine as we begin this evening's action. Blue sky. And folks still pouring into the park. We're going to have a very nice turnout on this super summer evening. And we're just about ready to go. Stepping into the batter's box for the visiting California Expos will be Andrew Renteria, who's looking for his
0 for 4 last night.
Yeah, looking for his first hit of the series. Right-handed hitter. And the pitch to him is a fastball taken for a called strike one, right at the belt. Renteria will be followed by Matt McGrady and Will Ruiz. The 0-1 from Milch tries to check his swing. First base umpire says he went around. I think that is the correct call. It's 0-2. The 0-2 offering. Waved
nasty. Change up.
Renteria down on strikes.
Had him way out in front of that pitch.
Here's left-handed hitting third baseman Matt McGrady.
Last night, McGrady 1 for 3.
Takes a fastball for a strike, 0-1. Michael Cowan calling balls and strikes. Next pitch is away, 1-1. Russ Killingsworth is the first base umpire. Ron Killingsworth is the third base umpire. I assume they are
we suspect they're related.
brothers. We have seen neither at the park prior to tonight. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2 to McGrady. The 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball. The count is even at 2. What is Milch's a strikeout walk ratio?
24 to 3.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Fastball away, and the count now full.
8-1, I would say.
Yeah, exactly. 8-1. Boy, I remember my times tables.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the 3-2 to McGrady. He looks at
adios.
strike 3 called. Fastball on the outside corner. And McGrady trudges back to the dugout, dissatisfied with the call. 2 up, 2 down on strikes. 1 swinging, 1 looking. And it'll bring up Will Ruiz.
That pitch was too close to take.
Yeah. 2 strikes, you got to be protected.
Yeah.
What did Ruiz do last night? He was 0 for 4.
Yep.
I can see that. I'm right here. Right-handed hitter. Fastball is high, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, 1 ball and a strike. The 1-1. Beautiful pitch. Took something off of that too, didn't it?
Yeah, he's been changing speed on the hitters, throwing them a lot of changeups.
1-2 the
Early on.
count. The pitch. Popped foul, out of play. A ball and 2 strikes on Ruiz. Jared Milch gets his sign from Johnny Mendoza. Rocks into the wind and the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. Up with it is Cantu. The throw to first base is low, but dug out nicely by Tatum to retire the Expos. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left at the end of half an inning. It's the Expos nothing, and the Crabs coming to bat. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia Rica. Kellen Strom to lead it off for the Crabs in the home half of the first inning, facing right-hander Ricky Garcia. First pitch is a ball.
Kellen Strom batting. This is weird. This is not. Okay.
Here's the 1-0 pitch.
Batting .333,
At the knees, taken for a strike.
395 on base percentage.
Keenan Reardon flashing signs out to his battery mate Ricky Garcia, who comes in with a fastball wide, 2-1. Ryland Greenlee, the first baseman. Dalton Daly at second. Andrew Renteria, the shortstop. Matt McGrady at third. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Strom. Line drive into left field. Moving a couple of steps over to his right and making the catch is Will Ruiz for the first out of the inning. So Strom put some wood on it, but perfectly placed was Ruiz to record the first out. In addition to Ruiz in left field, it's Damian Paz Holmes in center and Angel Flores in left. Fastball is taken for a called strike one to Cantu.
Batting 154.
Shaggy, right-handed hitter. The pitch to him, fastball inside, backs him off the plate, and the count even at 1.
Cool green shoes.
Fastball hit him on the front leg between the knee and ankle. That's got a sting. Shaggy trots to first base.
Shout out to Nicole Walters from Santa Fe, New Mexico. Happy 30th.
So the first base runner of the ball game is hit by a pitch.
Now batting number 1.
And that'll bring up Coco Figueiredo.
Figueiredo comes in batting .311, a .447 on base percentage.
Cantu takes his lead off of first, and a pretty decent lead it is. The pitch to the plate is wide to the left-handed hitting Figueiredo. Well, left-handed hitting when there's a right-handed pitcher. Again, Coco a switch hitter. 1-0 to number 1. Coco wears number 1 on his jersey. The 1-0 pitch is right down the heart of the plate. It's taken for a called strike, and it's 1-1. 1 on, 1 out. 1-1 the count to batter number 1. And we're in inning number 1. Bottom half, we're scoreless. Garcia comes to the belt, throws to first base, and diving safely back is Cantu. At the set. The pitch. Fastball low and away. 2-1. Two balls and a strike to Figueiredo. 1 out here, bottom of the first. Cantu leads from first. The 2-1 pitch to Figueiredo is taken outside, 3-1. Coco looking at Brad Morgan to see, basically to see if Cantu's going to be off with his 3-1 pitch. Garcia ready. Comes to the plate. Cantu's not running, and the pitch is a called strike 2. Full count now to Coco Figueiredo. Got him going, Benjamin?
Sure.
All right, let's see. Garcia set.
It's early. Be aggressive.
Cantu is going, and the pitch is high ball 4. The throw to second is moot. Cantu safe at second because Figueiredo gets a free pass. So gift opportunity here in the first inning.
Hit batter and a walk.
A rally without a base knock. Cleanup hitter McCarthy Tatum coming to the bat. Tatum, 329 on the season, 2 home runs and 17 runs batted in. In addition, he has 11 stolen bases and plays a heck of a field. Swings on an off-speed pitch, 0-1. Garcia said. A look back at second. Another look back. The pitch. Breaking ball
Nice
and a
pitch.
good curveball on the outside corner for a called strike 2. So Tatum hasn't seen any hard stuff from Garcia. First pitch was a change. Second pitch, a sharp breaking curve. It's 0-2. The pitch. Breaking ball again. That one's high. 1-2. Garcia, 1-2 offering in the dirt. Good block by Keenan Reardon. And the count even now at 2. The 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball 3. So Ricky Garcia, one pitch away from being in a heap of a jam here in the first inning. Wildness. Hit a batter, walked a batter, and he's full now to McCarthy Tatum. Garcia's ready. The 3-2 pitch, runners go, and the pitch is low, ball 4. Kellen Strom hit a sharp line drive to left field to start off the ball game. It was an out. Since then, Shaggy Cantu was hit by a pitch. Coco Figueiredo was walked, and McCarthy Tatum just drew a walk. So the bases are full of crustaceans without a single base knock, and coming to the plate is Jackson Critch, who leads the team in runs batted in with 18.
Pretty much their Crabs' overall best hitter right now, at least.
Batting next to the Crabs, number 4 designated hitter, Jackson Critch.
Jackson has
371 batting average.
started the season well and has just kept getting better.
600 slugging average.
Corners are in, middle infielder's back, a high pop-up out of play. So Critch, first pitch swinging, got under it and fouled it off out of play, 0-1. Third baseman McGrady and first baseman Rylan Greenlee in at the corners, hoping for a ground ball to bring it to the plate. Middle infielders looking for two. The 0-1 pitch, fouled back. So Garcia, who had been nothing but wild to the last three batters, is now ahead of Jackson Critch. No balls and 2 strikes. Garcia choosing to work from the windup with the bases jammed. The 0-2 pitch, outside, fastball wide, 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes to Critch. Crab runners take their leads. Garcia rocks into the wind, and the 1-2 offering is lined past the diving shortstop and into center field. 1 run comes in, the 2nd run is being waved to the plate. He scores, and now the other Crab runner is McCarthy Tatum, is tagged out as he rounded second base. But credit Jason Critch with 2 more RBIs as he singles home Cantu and Figueiredo. Tatum cut down after rounding second base. Critch safe at first on the single. So the Crabs have plated 2. Critch stands at first base. There are 2 outs, and Connor Blair comes to the bat.
8-1 for the putout.
Thank you. So center fielder to the pitcher to the second baseman who tagged out McCarthy Tatum. Little foul flare, but it's going to go back into the crowd. Actually, right above where they sell all that good beer. Mad River Breweries and Bud Light. No, we do not indulge here in the booth. No balls and a strike to Blair.
We could if we wanted.
We could if we chose, but
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it if we did.
oh, he got hit. Hit by a pitch. So Blair gets hit in the back, high in the back, and he trots to first base.
Jeez, this guy's all over the place.
Critch goes to second. And I hope this doesn't continue or it'll be dodgeball in the park. Two batters plunked in the opening frame. Here's Johnny Mendoza. Johnny hitting but .213, but he has driven across 10 runs. Right-hander versus right-hander. Ricky Garcia comes to the plate. Mendoza takes a fastball a little bit wide, 1-0. At the set. Runners take their leads at first and second. The pitch. Mendoza hits it hard but foul.
Good
Off to the
fastball. He
right.
was late on it.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, could you turn the lights on? Thank you.
1-1 the count to Mendoza. Critch leads from second. Blair from first. The 1-1 to Johnny Mendoza. Fly ball into center field. That's playable. Very high. It's the right fielder and center fielder converging, and it's going to be the right fielder Flores who gathers it in for the third out. However, the Crabs come up with 2 runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 2 left. And at the end of 1 inning, it's the Crabs 2 and the Expos nothing. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Rica.
'50s night. Welcome back to the
Jared.
ballpark. I was going to thank someone.
Go ahead, please do. Excuse me for stepping on your lines.
I will
Go
thank
ahead.
Compass Community Credit Union. If you want a better bank, you should try a better credit union. Introducing Compass Community Credit Union, formerly California State and Federal Employees Credit Union. They're now open to the community and offering free checking with 0 requirements and super low rates on loans to help with all your banking needs. You can call them at 800-440-8662 or visit compassccu.org.
Well said. Thank you.
Thank you.
Torrin Miller to lead it off. Designated hitter, left-handed hitter, facing Jared Milchett. Jared's first pitch is the fastball down the middle, strike 1. Milch retired the Expos in order in the first inning. Breaking ball is wide, and the count even at 1-1 to Torrin Miller. Miller was 0 for 3 in last night's ball game. He did score the only run after drawing a free pass, and he takes a pitch high and inside. It's 2-1. Miller will be followed by Angel Flores and Rylan Greenlee. Fouled off to the left, and it's going to be out of play. That went a fair distance, didn't it? A pretty fair distance. I didn't think it was going to go that far. It made it to the wall. It was well fouled. The count now 2-2. Left-hander versus left-hander. The 2-2 pitch from Milch. Ground ball foul over by the visitors' dugout, and we'll do it again. 2-2. Miller goes to the University of Antelope Valley. And he fouls that fastball back out of play. It's 2-2. He's got a white bat. That is white. Here's the 2-2. High with a fastball, and the count is full. Three-two pitch. High, ball 4. So Miller, a leadoff walk. That's the first walk given up by Jared Milch. And this will be Angel Flores. Flores, right-handed hitter. Fastball, low bridge, 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Ball and a strike. One and one to Flores. That pitch is hit hard to left field. Statham going back to the wall. It is off the wall. And it's going to be a long single. As Statham played the ball perfectly on the carom, got it back into the infield, and so Miller only able to advance 90 feet. That's the first hit of the ball game for the Expos. A single off the wall. I don't see that too often, Benjamin. Benjamin can't talk now. Go ahead, eat your burrito. I don't mean to. You know, you should not interrupt a man when he's eating a burrito. It's not a nice thing to do. Here's Ryan Greenlee. Greenlee, left-handed hitting first baseman. He shows bunt, and he does bunt down the third base line. Third baseman's up with it. The throw to first in time. A fine sacrifice bunt by Greenlee. So the Expos put 2 runners now in scoring position. They are potentially tying runs, and that'll bring up Dalton Daly. Daly, 2 for 3 last night, an infield single and a booming double. Right-handed hitter. Milch working from the stretch with runners at second and third. The pitch to Daly, a slow breaking ball taken for a called strike 1. Crab infield back all around. They'll give up a run for a ground ball out. The 0-1 pitch from Milch. That one's fouled off. Again, off-speed pitch. Had Daly out in front. Daly wears number 1 on his back, and when you see him in the field, he looks like the take-charge guy. Pop up in the middle of the infield, it's the second baseman, Daly, who's making the call. Shortstop who's backing off. The 0-2 from Milch. High pop-up on the infield. That's going to be the second baseman, Figueiredo, under it. Coco puts the leather to it, and there are 2 down. A big out. Non-productive out. Ground ball could have produced a run. Instead, a pop-out leaves them with a situation where they need a base hit now to plate the 2 runners. Keenan Reardon, the catcher, coming to the bat. Reardon in last night's ball game had the hat trick. He struck out 3 times, but he did get a base knock. 1 for 4 on the evening. Right-handed hitter. Milch again working from the stretch with runners in second and third. First pitch is hit foul, high, out of play down the right field line. Into the area where the picnickers from tonight is A to Z Eye Care. The good folks in A to Z Eye Care. Pardon?
Said umpires take note.
Umpires take note, that's right. You can get your glasses taken care of right here. 0-1 the count to Reardon. And the pitch. Oh, breaking ball in there for a call, strike 2. I give them a free plug because they are my optometrists, and they told me about a year ago it's time to get a cataract surgery, and I got them and threw away glasses I'd been wearing since I was a little kid. Got perfect 20/20 vision when they got that surgery. Fouled off to the right out of play, so my hat's off to A to Z Eye Care and the Azevedos who have had that business for a long time. Lauren Azevedo retired, and his wife, I think, is going to be retiring as well, Linda Azevedo. No balls and 2 strikes now to Reardon. Expos runners take their lead at second and third. The 0-2. Strike 3 called. Fastball, no doubt about it. Third strikeout of the ball game for Milch, and it comes at a fine time. So he pitches his way out of a jam, and the Expos end up empty in the second inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, 2 left, and at the end of an inning and a half, it's Crabs 2, Expos nothing. Listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka. All right, welcome back to the ballpark. Crabs behind Jared Milch, leading 2-0 as we head into the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Otis Statham, Wesley Gahn-Gibson, and then the top of the order in Kellen Strom. Crabs sent 7 men to the plate in the first inning, scored 2 runs. Makes it sound like an offensive onslaught, but in fact they had only 1 base hit, and it was a key base hit, no doubt about that, by Jackson Critch to drive in a couple of runs. But all the people that Jackson drove in got there by gift, walked, or 2 hit batters and 2 walks in that first inning. All right, Ricky Weeks comes to the plate, and Otis Statham takes a fastball away, 1-0.
Ricky Garcia.
What did I say?
Ricky Weeks.
Ricky
Confusing him
Weeks.
with the guy who plays for the used to play for. I think he still plays. I don't know. Does he play for Milwaukee still?
I don't think so. That was a while ago. High fly ball deep into right center field. Right fielder and center fielder going back, and it's going to be off the wall. Tatum round second. He's going to third. Is he going to stop there? He's coming to the plate. Here comes the throw, and he is safe at the plate. Safe at the plate. An inside the park home run. And the Crabs and the crowd are going wild.
That ball bounced up against the fence out in right center field, and then as it hit the top of the fence, it took another bounce.
A double bounce.
Yeah, and that gave him the chance to keep going around second, and it was a good job on his part to keep his head up and pay attention because he never slowed down.
Well, Otis showed he can fly, and I'll tell you, that is a real thrill to see an inside the park home run.
Don't see that too often.
We've seen him, but not often. Not often at all. That's a heck of a way to lead off the inning. Oh, boy, the Crabs just exploded out of the dugout, jumping for joy as Statham wheeled around the bases. It's 3-0 Crabs. Here's Wesley Gahn-Gibson, right-handed hitting third baseman this evening, and Wesley takes a fastball on the outside corner for a called strike 1. 0-1 to Gon Gibson. The next pitch that's hammered to left field, and that's going to be against the wall. Left fielder has to play it off the wall. The carom comes away from him, and so it'll be an easy stand-up double for Wesley Gon Gibson. 2 rockets off the Crabs' bats here in the second inning off Ricky Garcia. Well, Garcia gifted them in the first, but in the second, the Crabs said, I think we'll earn it this time. And they are pounding the ball. Kellen Strom.
Now batting number 18, center fielder Kellen Strom.
Hit a ball very hard to, but right at the left fielder Will Ruiz to start the ball game for the Crabs. The pitch to Kellen bounces at the plate. Blocked by Reardon, no advance, 1 ball. Kellen came into tonight's ball game hitting .333. The 1-0 pitch, fastball just a little bit low, over but low, 2-0. The 2-0. Fastball just a bit inside. Last 2 pitches weren't off by much, but they were balls, and it's 3-0. Ricky Garcia has already walked 2 and hit 2. That pitch is in there for a called strike. Automatic, it's 3-1. Garcia at the set. Look back at second, the 3-1 pitch. Lined into right field. The right fielder dives for it. He can't get it. It's by him, and that's going to score. Wesley Gon Gibson rounding second and holding with a stand-up double is Kellen Strom, and the Crabs lead now 4-0.
I think single and an error.
I think
single and an error.
Okay.
Single and an error.
Single and an error on the right fielder to allow Strom to get to second base, but the RBI stands. He would not have had a chance to get Gon Gibson. Here's Shaggy Khan, too. He was hit by a pitch and scored in the first inning, scored the first run of the ball game. It's a high pop-up on the infield. Second baseman, first baseman. It's going to be the second baseman, Dalton Daly, for the out. That's the first out of the inning. And it'll bring up Coco Figueiredo. Coco also walked and scored in that first inning. So the Crabs plated 2 in the first. They've already notched 2 here in the second. And they got Kellen Strom standing at second base in scoring position. They'd like a little more. The pitch to Coco. High fly ball into center field. That's very playable. Boy, it's sky high. Center fielder's got it, and there's no tag. Was not deep enough for any advance by Strom. So Figueiredo flies to center, 2 down. And it'll bring up McCarthy Tatum.
Batting number 22, first baseman McCarthy Tatum.
Tatum drew a free pass in the first inning and ended up being thrown out as the second Crab run crossed the plate. He had rounded second a little too far. They got him in a pickle and got him out. And the pitch to him is a drop. Let's call that a drop.
Yeah, nice curve.
Circle curve. Strike 1 to Tatum. From the set. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Tatum, a couple of home runs and 17 runs batted in on the season. How many home runs do we have as a team now, Benjamin? Do you have that?
10 home runs as a team. 11 now with Otis's.
The next pitch. Curveball is grounded on one hop to the third baseman. He's up with it. The long throw across just in time to get the fleet-footed Tatum, and that'll do it for the Crabs in the second inning. However, the Crabs come up with 2 runs. The big one, a home run by Otis Tatum, an inside-the-park home run, and the Crabs lead 4-0 after 2. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480 Arcadia, Eureka.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Thanks to Humboldt Mortgage, committed to helping borrowers find quality financing for over 50 years. If you're buying a home, business, or land, Humboldt Mortgage will help you get it done. Call Bob J. Lawton at Humboldt Mortgage, 445-3027. Also, check him out at humboldtmortgage.net.
Damian Paz Holmes, the number 9 hitter for the Expos, to lead it off in the top of the third. Jared Milch's first pitch is a fastball on the inside corner at the belt, strike 1. Paz Holmes was 0 for 1 in last night's ball game. It's a high pop-up foul behind us. And Milch is ahead 0-2. Jared has fanned 3, walked 1, given up 1 base hit. The 0-2 pitch grounded down to the third baseman. Convenient hop for Gon Gibson, and he throws him out 1 away. One up, one down in the top of the third, and we go to Andrew Renteria. Renteria looking for his first hit of the series, looking for an opportunity to get the ball out of the infield, which he has not done to date. The pitch to him takes a fastball for a strike at the belt, 0-1. The 0-1. Fastball, just misses inside. 1-1. Milch rocks and delivers a beautiful curveball, just a little bit high. That was sweet pitch, 2-1, just a bit high. That's the same bird that was here last night.
I was just going to
say,
just checking that starling out, and it's like, I want to, does he have a season pass, or what's?
Ground ball to the shortstop. Long throw to first by Cantu, and Shaggy guns down Renteria, his counterpart, for the second out of the inning.
I just think, if we start charging birds, we really, they have a lot more income for the team. I mean, they're coming in the ballpark. They're just hanging out. Look at that.
Yeah.
He's just hanging out. You got the best seat in the house right there. Plus, we got vultures circling the park.
We do?
Yeah.
Ground ball to the second baseman. Fielded, knocked down, picked up, and thrown out. Figueiredo gets McGrady, and quickly, before you can say Jackie Robinson, the Expos are gone in order in the third, and at the end of 2.5, it's the Crabs 4, the Expos nothing, and the Birds flying into the park. Jackson Critch to lead it off in the the bottom of the third for the Crabs. Jackson singled in a pair in his only at bat to up his team leading run batted in total to 20. And he takes a fastball for a strike. 0-1. We got a new pitcher out here, isn't it? Is that new? Same guy? Is that Ricky?
No idea.
Is that Ricky Garcia? I guess so.
I didn't see anybody warming their bullpen.
Yeah, it must be. I think that's the hardest pitch he's thrown all night. There's one that's hit hard to right field, but the right fielder moving over on the run, reaches up, cannot make the catch. It goes behind him.
Oof.
Over to second base.
He's had a tough night out there.
Critch.
Has Angel Flores.
Well, he's got some sun there too, so he's the same kind of sun that bothers the left
Yeah,
fielder.
it's an error.
Oh, you give him an error? Oh my goodness.
Well, he had a long run.
No, that's a base hit.
All right, you're right.
Double.
Call it a hit.
All right.
We'll call it a double.
Poor Jackson needs it. His average.
He did have a long run.
He's just clinging to 370. He's got to move up to 380. Yeah, that's a base hit. Would have been a nice play if he made it.
That's true. That's a good point. You're right. Would have been a good play if he made it.
Not routine. Here's Connor Blair. Connor hit by a pitch in his first at bat. Crabs got a deuce in the first inning. They got a deuce in the second inning. Runner on second, nobody out here in the third. That pitch is lined right to the third baseman. His throw back to second base is not in time for the double play. Shot off the bat of Connor Blair, but the third baseman McGrady made the play. Tried to double up Critch at second, but Jackson got back in time. Here's Johnny Mendoza. Johnny flew out to right field in his only at bat tonight. The pitch. Little cued grounder foul. Fielded by the first baseman. That was off the end of the bat. That had some English on it. Little spin. I wished I could make that shot in pool. 0-1 the count to Mendoza. You pool player? You ever play pool, Benjamin?
Rarely. Why?
Well, just it looked like a pool shot, a little cue shot, a little spinaroo shot.
I mean, I'm aware such shots exist in pool.
Uh-huh.
But
you didn't make them, huh?
But I hardly ever play pool, and
Okay.
I can't make that shot.
Okay. 0-1 the count.
Is that a Massey shot?
That is a Massey. Oh, ground ball. Oh, the pitcher hits his bare hand. Shortstop
Nice play.
fields and throws him out. I hope Ricky Garcia is okay. That was a pretty hard hit ball, and he reached up just instinctively.
I just think it hit the flat of his hand. He kind of just slapped it.
Yeah, it hit off.
He
his,
looks like he's
pitching
okay.
hand. Yeah, he seems to be.
I don't think it
all
was hit all that hard. So it's a 1-4-3 put out.
right. On the play, Jackson Critch moves to third. So there are two gone for the Crabs. And Otis Statham, who brought a thrill to the crowd
Indeed,
with
he
an
did.
inside the park home run.
Indeed, he did.
The pitch. Breaking ball stays up, 1-0. Unlike Jared Milch, who works from the stretch with a runner on third, Ricky Garcia uses his full windup. Gets his sign from Reardon and the 1-0 offering. Breaking ball in there for a... No, guess it was a little low.
A little low, I think.
2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball taken for a called strike. Critch on at third with two gone. Crabs trying to extend their 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the third. The 2-1. In there for a called strike two. Ricky Garcia gets his signal, rocks into the wind, the 2-2 pitch, misses wide, 3-2.
I'm still impressed by Garcia's socks. Those are the ones he wore last night with the stirrups,
Yeah.
the white stripes.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Well, second baseman Daly has some red ones,
he
too.
doesn't have the white stripes,
No,
though.
he doesn't have the white stripes.
That's nice, but the white stripes is a nice touch.
3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Got him to chase a pitch outside. So Statham down on strikes, and the Crabs retired in the third. No runs. There was one hit, no errors, one left. And at the end of 3 complete, the score remains Crabs 4 and the Expos nothing. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka. At Slice of Humboldt Pie, everything is made in-house and fresh, hot and ready for takeaway or dine-in. Slice of Humboldt Pie is located just off the Arcata Plaza at 828 I Street. Order online or use the Slice of Humboldt Pie app and get 10% off your first order. Boy, their pies are terrific. Here's Benjamin.
Thanks, Hope. Will Ruiz to lead it off for the Expos in the top of the 4th inning. Crabs leading 4-0. He takes the first pitch outside. It's 1-0. The next pitch from Milch is fouled out of play. Into the seats, where no one catches it. 1-1 the count. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Expos. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Crabs. There's actually 1 error for the Expos. There's 1 error for the Expos. Liam, 1 error for the Expos. Here's the pitch. In there, inside, 1-0.
That ball bounced in the stands just behind a young lady holding a beer. And she said, "Oh, my God," like she just escaped a fate worse than death.
2-1 pitch misses inside, 3-1.
Bring your gloves, fans.
Milch rocks and comes home 3-1. Ball 4 inside. Second walk of the night issued by Milch to lead off the 4th inning this time. And with Ruiz over at first, here's Torrin Miller. Miller walked in his first appearance. And the pitch fouled out of play. 0-1 the count. That bat looks like it's made of bleached bone. I hope that's not the case. 0-1 the count. That would be grim.
You'd have a bone to pick with that.
Ah! Throw to first and runners back. Oh, and 1 the count. Look over at first, and the pitch. Misses inside, 1-1.
This is their fearsome stick, this guy right here. The cleanup man.
That's what I said. That bat scares me. 1-1 pitch. Hammer over to first base, off the glove. He recovers. They're only going to have a play at first. So a nice play by Tatum to knock the ball down. The ball's hit very hard right at him. On the play, Ruiz goes to second, but there's 1 out now. for Angel Flores.
So how many people you see in Cowboy gear tonight? I don't see many people in Cowboy gear tonight.
I see a few. I see about, I'd count maybe 10.
10? Yeah, well, that's
You know,
getting
whatever.
up there.
I think people are confused because I see a lot of people in baseball uniform get upset. That was last night, so who knows? Here's the pitch. Ooh, way out in front of the off-speed pitch, and it's 0-1 now to Flores. Flores singled in his first at-bat. He's got Ruiz out at second now with 1 out. Krabs up 4-0. I just think it's odd to have these nights, but they're not advertised enough so that people don't really know about them. That one's hit in the air to shallow right field and likely to drop. Oh, a nice diving stop by Blair on 1 hop. That'll put runners on first and third with 1 out.
What Connor did on that play was impressive because he made a dive for it, and though he could not catch the ball,
He caught it on a hop.
He
Yeah.
caught it. He smothered it. He kept it in front of him, so he was quickly up and throwing, and thus Will Ruiz was only able to go to third.
And that is the difference between him and Flores tonight in right field for the Expos, because twice now Flores has dived for a ball, and it's gotten past him when he did so.
That's right.
So here's Greenlee, sacrifice bunt in his first appearance, and he takes a pitch right over the heart of the plate for a called strike. So runners on the corners. One out. Expos trying to get back in the game here. Here's the pitch. Ground ball back up the middle. Critch has it. He'll scoop to second for 1. Over to first. Oh, and he drops the ball. McCarthy Tatum drops the ball at first to make it 4-1 in favor of the Crabs. So that's an error on Tatum.
No. You cannot assume
That's
a
right.
double play.
You can't assume a double play. Well, wait a minute. But he still would have been out.
Can't assume a double play. They got an out.
That's true. Okay. Here's Dalton Daly. So it's a fielder's choice. 2 away. Here's Dalton Daly. 4-1 now in favor of the Crabs. Here's the pitch. Oh, he's way out in front. 0-1. Daly popped a second in his first at bat. And that's fouled off his foot. 0-2 now the count. Greenlee over at first. Now we've got a break in the action as the home plate umpire requests some more balls. Now we're ready. 0-2 the count. Milch sets. Runner goes. Here's the pitch. Popped high in the air to right field. Fairly deep. Blair under it and has it for the third out of the inning. There was a run. There was a hit. There were no errors and a runner left. And at the end of 3.5, it's 4-1 in favor of the Crabs. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
We're having a discussion in the background on the ground ball, fielder's choice in the last half inning, and the ball was dropped at first base by Tatum, but it's just a fielder's choice. There's no error because you cannot assume a double play. If you get an out on the play, I think.
No, you're right.
Wrong.
No, it's right. Don has confirmed it.
Okay. All right, here we go into the bottom of the fourth inning. It'll be Wesley Gon Gibson to lead it off.
Then Strom and Cantu.
Wesley hit a bullet off the wall in left field and ended up at second base with a double. And this time he goes to right field and deep. The right fielder goes over and he dives. He's not going to get it. Wesley Gon Gibson rounds first and heads into second with a stand-up double. Second double in a row for Gon Gibson.
Now batting number 18, center fielder Alan Strong.
Benjamin is pointing to the skies.
Fourth
but I don't know
inning,
what's
bottom of
happening.
the fourth inning.
I was waiting for you.
Who's
buddy.
calling this game?
I was waiting for you. You were
Excuse me.
You were talking to our,
Oh,
our
I
buddy
see. Yeah,
Don
the
Hofacker.
slightest opportunity.
Well, I'll
Just
tell you
edged
what.
me right out.
All right, I'm just going to leave right now.
Gon Gibson
Why
out at
don't you
second.
why don't we come on in and ask Don to
This is
sit
a
in
breaking
with you.
pitch for a called strike. It's 0-1. So Gon Gibson out at second. Just takes over.
Thanks
Welcome, Don Hofacker,
Thanks for inviting me
longtime
in.
umpire for here at the ballpark. Well, one pitch is lined into right field. Right fielder going back, and near the track has it. That'll allow the runner to tag and go to third.
Boy, wasn't that the prettiest play you ever see in baseball? The in the park home run earlier.
Yeah, that was exciting. Huh?
Oh,
We don't-
my
how-
goodness.
do you know? I don't know when the last time we saw that was. It's been a long time.
What's his name that played right field for the Giants? That was here for.
Here's Cantu with Gon Gibson at third and one out. I mean, in our park, the last time we saw it.
Yeah, I've only seen it one other time.
I think so too. Yeah. It's been
Yeah, Sherholtz, he did it when he was playing right field here for a visiting team.
Oh wow, that was before my time then.
Yeah.
Really, Nate Sherholtz played here.
Yeah, he
Played in this park, huh?
Yep.
Wow, that's interesting.
He even had a
Here's the
9-3 put out.
Ground ball over to short. They had the infield in, and it played off this time because they got the out at first.
That year, by far, he was the best player in the park.
Yeah, well, not too many guys make it to the major leagues. Although we had a
No.
few crabs from last year now who just got drafted at least.
Yeah, we did, and I think they go. I wonder how many off this group will go. At least one would get drafted, I bet, or two.
Here's Coco Figueredo, 0 for 1. So Gon Gibson over at third. The Crabs lead 4-1. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Here's the pitch from Garcia. Breaking pitch down and in, 1-0. So these looks like we have some new umpires.
Yes, we got the brothers Killingsworth out there.
Didn't Cody Killingsworth play for the All-Stars?
Cody did, yes.
Yeah.
So did Kyle.
Right.
Those are Ronnie's sons out there on first base.
The 1-0 pitch
And
is hit foul towards the Crabs bullpen. A long run for the left fielder, but no play.
Russ's daughter was a all conference softball player at Humboldt State. So the family's very rich in athletic tradition.
Nice. So 1-1 the count. We haven't had many controversial plays in the ballpark
Let's keep it that way.
lately.
Okay?
1-1 pitch. Check swing, and he taps it foul over towards the Expos dugout.
You know, that makes it very fun for the umpires with no controversy.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. There was something that happened last week where there's something out with the B-52s on Tuesday night, wasn't it? The manager came out for some reason, and we couldn't figure out why. I don't remember the context now. 1-2 to count.
Had both those games. I'm trying. He seemed to come out a few times.
Fastball down and away. 2-2. Oh, right, that's what it was. It was after a batter was hit.
What?
2-2 the count. Here's the pitch.
Oh, I know the play you're referring to.
This is low.
The ball skimmed the jersey.
Oh, okay.
And he come out trying to not go that it didn't
hit him.
But from that angle over there, it's so difficult to tell. And Scott St. John's, he's a good quality coach.
3-2 is grounded on the right side, backhanded by the first baseman. Pitcher covering, and that'll end the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors. One left for the Crabs at the end of 4. They lead 4-1. We'll be back with Don Holfacker. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. We are back. Top of the 5th inning, it'll be Reardon, Paz Holmes, and Renteria for the Expos.
Wonderful.
Against Jared Milch out for his 5th inning of work. No action in either bullpen. 4-1 in favor of the Crabs. So Hoke had a question for you, Don, between innings, and I wasn't paying attention. So maybe you can tell him what it was.
What happened was a pitch ball comes in, bounces, hits a catcher. There's a runner at first with us and 2 outs.
0-1 the count.
Ball arrives between the batter's legs.
Right.
Does the batter have to get out of the way?
Oh, that's a much shorter version of the question then.
I know, it's a better said. Yeah.
0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
But the batter has a right to stay in position.
That's what I figured, right?
Or he has to get out of the way where he won't interfere with the play. So if he stands still, he has a right to that spot.
But if he moves, he has to get out of the way, you mean?
Right.
Yeah, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Reardon now for the second time on strikes. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 strikeouts now for Milch.
This kid throws a nice ball.
Were you umpiring last night?
Yes, I was. I was
so
at first base.
our guy last night, Pham was nasty last night, wasn't he?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
I was watching him from outside there, and I'm going,
Yeah.
"Oh my gosh!" And the kid that pitched for these other guys, his slider is just working.
They both had
dynamite.
really good sliders last night. There's a drive in the center field. Going back on it is Strom. He's got plenty of room now and puts it away for out number 2. So quickly, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning.
And that's a nice rotation by our umpires right there. Very nice. Rusty hasn't had a chance to umpire for about a year because he got in a terrible truck accident last.
No, that's terrible. Well, it's good. I'm pleased to see him back then. I didn't know that.
Yeah, where his hand had to completely be rebuilt. And his brother Ronnie just has so many coals in the fire, it's hard to get him out here.
Here's the pitch, a fastball high and outside to Renteria. Renteria is 0 for 2.
Yeah. But Michael's a very, very good mainstay here for us behind the plate.
The 1-0 misses down and in, 2-0.
The kid that umpired the plate last night, that was his first plate at this level, either for
Really?
the 52s or the
He did a
Crabs.
fine job, I thought.
Yeah, I thought he did outstanding. He was so nervous.
I didn't have to correct him one time. 2-0 misses inside, 3-0.
What, were you facing the other wall or
No,
something?
he was just on, I did correct him once. Actually, I did have to correct him once.
Okay. And
But-
it wouldn't be a complete ball game without having some Benjamin corrections.
3-0 the count. Here's the pitch. It's in there for a strike, 3-1. But once is not that many. I mean, he kind of got it after that, it seemed like.
He must have been listening really well.
I'm sure he was, yeah. I'm sure he was.
And,
3-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner for a called strike, and the count's full.
Crabs are lucky. They have some really 3 good quality catchers this year.
We have 3 good catchers, don't we?
Yeah, they're easy to call a game behind.
3-2 misses inside. So that's a walk to Renteria. That's the 3rd walk issued tonight by Milch. And it puts a runner on first with 2 outs.
Got an extra visitor here, looks like, on top of the back.
We were commenting on this bird who's obviously not paying to come in the ballpark and just hangs out and watches the whole game.
Better hope the board doesn't see him or figure out how to charge him.
I know. Well, I was saying we ought to figure out a way to do that. They buy no concessions either. It's not like they come in and buy anything.
Yeah, but they do a little cleanup afterwards.
That's true.
It's nice to see all these Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts in the park tonight.
Runner takes his lead. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses high. 1-0. Yeah, it's Boy Scout night at the ballpark, huh?
Can't beat that. Can't beat that at all. Those kids have such a marvelous time, too.
The 1-0 misses away. 2-0. It's a packed house.
I saw a number of players from each team talking to the kids before. So that probably pretty much made their nights right there.
Oh, yeah. It must be fun to be a ball player here because you're like a local hero to all the kids.
Yeah, for 2 months you're walking in the clouds.
And they want autographs and your bat and everything. It's quite an experience, I'm sure, for the ball players who come in here.
Man, I'm still in contact with a number of players from former years.
2-0 pitch.
Johnny Parham and Detweiler and
oh yeah, right.
And they talk about this as being one of their fondest memories they ever had.
I bet. Well, I'm glad to hear that. 2-1 the count now, with Renteria over at first.
And this upcoming alumni weekend should be really fun. Robin was saying he has quite a few of the.
That's lined in the center field, and that's going to drop for a base hit and put runners on first and second with 2 outs.
Quite a few guys coming back. Maybe we'll be able to see Robin throw again.
No, that'd be cool.
Might have to have.
Do you know? Have you seen Tyson? Do you Tyson Fisher? Do you know Tyson Fisher well, or are you friends?
I know Tyson very well.
Yeah, I thought you did. Yeah.
I thought he did a remarkable.
He did. He was fine. He was a fine manager.
He was. His work schedule just took off where he couldn't do it. It would have been nice seeing him for.
There's another liner in the center field, but over to get it now is Strom, and that'll end the inning.
A little while longer.
No runs. There was a hit. There were no errors and 2 left, and at the end of 4.5, it's 4-1 in favor of the Crabs. This is Crabs baseball, 1480 KGOE.
Folks, we got another game happening on the third base line.
All right, we are back. It'll be McCarthy Tatum, Jackson Creech, and Connor Blair to bat for the Crabs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They lead 4-1. 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error for the Expos. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Crabs.
What's Tatum hitting this year? He must be just.
He's around 3-something. Here's the pitch to Tatum. He takes a fastball low. He came in batting.
Didn't mean to mess you up there.
I don't know. I had the stat sheet somewhere, but it seems to have gone missing.
Go with whatever. I'm going to believe whatever you tell me.
Well, no, I know he's above 300.
Man, seems like every time he hits the ball, it's just a screamer.
Yeah, it's a lot of hard hit balls. 2-0 now. The count to Tatum. Tonight he's 0 for 1 with a walk. Here's the next pitch from Garcia, and he pops that high in the air on the right side. Second baseman under it.
What did I put a jinx on him?
Yep, and there's one away.
I'll tell the kid I'll never talk about him again.
Here's Jackson Critch. He's 2 for 2. Critch has been the Crabs' hottest hitter. He leads in pretty much every offensive category. 2 for 2 again tonight.
Must be quietly doing it.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss zone. This team does not have as much power as last year's team.
No. But it sure has a lot.
No, yeah.
Sure has a lot more personality, though.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, my goodness, yes.
The 0-1 is swung on a miss. We don't get the chance to experience that part of the team from up here, but I'm sure you get to chat with the players. And
Yeah, they're a very interesting group.
0-2 the count.
But
Next pitch is fouled out of play.
one nice thing, you can never say anything bad about a baseball player, though.
Yeah.
And good, the sun's gotten off the third baseman's out of his
Only
eyes.
left fielder now is the only one who's fighting the sun, and you can see him out there trying to shield his eyes. 0-2, meanwhile, to Jackson Critch with 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch, and he hits a little tapper down towards first, but it's going to go foul. So the count remains 0-2.
See, he hit his bat because his doggone thing didn't do what it should have.
It just looked like he hit it off the very edge of the end of the bat.
Yeah.
A lot of spin on it. That ball that Statham hit looked like it had a lot of spin because when it bounced up and hit the fence, it rolled along the fence. Next pitch is a fastball down and in, 1-2, and that's what gave him the chance to make an inside the park home run.
When he opened it up coming around first base,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like a track meet there.
I think he was thinking inside the park home run the whole way.
He's had his troubles hitting the ball this year, so
The 1-2 misses
must have
high.
felt
He has,
very,
yeah.
very, very good to him.
Yeah, I'm hoping that play will awaken his hitting a little bit because he's not had a good.
I guess he had he's out. This is the first live pitching he's seen in a while.
Really?
So
2-2 pitch misses high, 3-2. Was he injured or something?
yes, he injured his
I see.
upper arm somewhere,
I see.
and
'Cause he tagged that ball. 3-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner.
good
Come
call.
on, no way.
What a great call by Michael there.
It was a foot outside, Don.
Yeah, if you're sitting where I am, but where you are, it should have been right on the white.
Here's Blair for 2 outs.
Yeah,
I know, you got to defend the umpire no matter what. Stick together.
yeah, because we're
Thin black line and all, I get it.
Because we're normally right. That's why.
Here's the pitch. A one hopper, a nice play by the
Oh,
second
gosh,
baseman.
what a
And that'll
play.
end inning. Wow, that was a very nice play by Dalton Daly out there. A ball right at his feet, more or less. And nice play to grab it and throw to first. Crabs go in order in the 5th. They still lead 4-1. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, welcome back to the ballpark. Benjamin Schaefer, along with our friend Don Holfacker, bringing you the top of the 6th inning. The Crabs leading 4-1. It'll be Miller, Flores, and Greenlee, the heart of the order for the Expos. Jared Melch out for his 6th inning of work.
Okay. Hulk just asked me a really interesting question about the rules. We go by complete collegiate rules.
I see.
Like the other night, we had the pitcher DH situation where the pitcher originally was pitching for,
right,
and then 7th inning he come out, then he went in as a DH. So that's one of the rules. The visits at third to first is available. We naturally go with the helmets on the coaches.
I see.
The slide rules.
Here's the first pitch now to Miller, who is 0 for 1. Miller, the cleanup hitter for the Expos. The 0-1 pitch misses away, 1-1. So that we don't have the rule of the number of. We don't have the same rules as far as mound visits and all that as they have in the major leagues now.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, really. 1-1 is lined into right field for a base hit.
I don't think I can count up to however many it is.
I just, I don't get why everybody's in such a rush all the time.
No, baseball's to be enjoyed. You sit there with your family and have fun with the game.
Angel Flores will be the hitter. 2 for 2 tonight.
And I wish to goodness they just unify the rules all the way from the top to the bottom.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Yeah. Ooh, a big swing and a miss to Flores. It's 0-1.
No, you have to. Here you just point to first. It's
I don't like that.
Automatic, because so much could happen. Let's say
that's my point.
You have a runner at second and third.
Yeah.
And a ball gets thrown away.
Absolutely.
So you're losing that opportunity.
Yes, you are. Oh, a nice stop, a diving stop in the hole by Gon Gibson. Throw to second for the Force. What a play on a ball that was hammered and looked like it was headed for left field all the way. Gibson with a diving catch and a throw to second to force Miller. Flores aboard on the fielder's choice. Okay.
Look how many hits Barry Bonds got off when they were going to try to intentionally walk.
Oh, yeah.
He got one a little bit too close.
Absolutely. Yep. I agree completely.
Or that third strike when they signal for the put the glove out for that and scoop back.
I remember was it the Reds or somebody pulled that in the World Series in the 70s? 0-1 the count now to
Greenlee. Did it real recent.
Really?
Just a couple of years ago, too. I think it was the Rangers or somebody.
Maybe, yeah. Because I remember they did that to either somebody did it to the Reds or the Reds pulled it on someone. I think that was in the 72 World Series. 1-0 the count. Runner over at first. Here's the pitch.
Oh,
there's a breaking pitch over the heart of the plate.
Goodness.
Nice pitch. 1-1 now. The count to Greenlee. So we do have a right-hander warming in the bullpen for the Crabs and another one warming in the pen for the Expos.
Chucky Evans out there in the pin for the Expos.
Next pitch is foul tipped.
You guys went and blocked the window over there, so I can't see the bullpen for the Crabs.
Which window?
The one that should be here.
Yeah, it'd be nice if that was open. 1-2 the count.
Yeah. When
they remodel this whole thing and put the hot tub and everything in the booth, we're going to have them put that window in there.
When they have the cooker and all that other stuff up here.
Yeah. I was thinking on the roof we could have a hot tub and some
live monitors, the whole bit up here.
Or like a wet bar up there.
Yeah. Believe me, that was bouncing around in my mind, but I just didn't have the guts to say it.
Throw to first and runner's back.
You got a youngster up here, so you can't be talking alcohol.
He's 21. I'm 21.
That's okay. You're still too young.
The next pitch is a fastball high.
And
2-2 now is the count.
Oh boy, we got a new. Do we got a new catcher?
Not that I know of. The umpire hasn't told us. It's still Mendoza.
No, number 10.
Yeah, I think so. Mendoza's 10. Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the pitch. Slider misses down and away. 3-2. Flores over at first.
Boy, shouldn't open my mouth in the wrong manner. You just regret it for a while.
Here's the pitch. Fastball in the outside corner, strike three. Now they got the runner hung up. Throw out to second. They're chasing him back to first, and he's out. 2-6-3 is the putout. So it's a strikeout caught stealing to end the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, nobody left. At the end of 5.5, 4-1 Crabs. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 1480 KGOE. We are back. Bottom of the sixth inning. It'll be the bottom of the order for the Crabs. Mendoza, Statham, and Gibson with the Crabs leading 4-1. 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error for the Expos. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Crabs. Johnny Mendoza 0 for 2. Welcome back, Hoke.
That was nice to have Don Hope
Sure
back
was.
as always.
Here's the pitch. Mendoza hits a high hopper down to third. Throw to first. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the sixth.
Thanks, Don.
See you later, Don. Otis Statham will be the hitter. Statham, the inside the park home run in his first at bat, and then he struck out in the third inning.
You know, after 2 innings, I thought this could be a runaway.
No, not at all. No, their guy has settled down. Garcia has settled down very nicely, yeah. Good to see some competitive baseball this weekend. The Expos playing some good ball. There's a pitch down in the dirt, 1-0.
We got the bottom feeders coming in next week, right? The battle of the bottom feeders, Crabs and the Mudcats.
The Mudcats. Nice. The 1-0 pitch. Ooh, and that is hammered foul. Yikes. Down the left field line. Well, that's the second very hard contact he's made tonight. Be great to see Otis Statham start to make some consistent contact. Here's the 1-1 pitch. He takes that one in there for a strike on the inside corner at the belt. And it's 1-2.
Otis and the crowd thought that was a little higher than the belt.
Yeah. The 1-2 breaking pitch is called. Strike 3 at the knees. And that's all for Statham. 2 away. Here's Wesley Gibson. 2 doubles tonight for Gibson. And a fine play at third base last inning. Here's the pitch to Gibson. It's a fastball in the dirt. One another count. Misses away. 2-0.
He's still got a lot of oomph on that fastball.
Yeah, he throws pretty hard.
How many pitches has he thrown, Liam? 82 pitches. He's still bringing it.
The 2-0. Grounded slowly out to third. Throw to first. Inning over. Crabs go in order in the sixth. They lead 4-1. This is Crabs baseball, 1480 KGOE.
Expos 1 Folks, we got a couple shout-outs. One to Naya. Happy birthday, Naya, from your besties. We love you. From Taryn and Taylor and
All right, let me look at your scoreboard because I have no idea what's happened here.
from your husband. Happy anniversary.
You can read an ad or something.
Okay. Welcome back to the ballpark. Thanks to Harper Motors, serving the North Coast for more than 100 years. Check out all the latest models, new and used, at the Carousel, 2 miles north of Eureka, or visit them online at harpermotors.com. Harper Motors will donate $50 to District 26 Little League for every home run the Crabs hit this season. Thanks also to Blue Lake Casino and Hotel. Just minutes from the Pacific Ocean and the rugged mountains, Blue Lake Casino and Hotel offers affordable, spacious rooms with views of the gorgeous Mad River Valley and pristine forests filled with coastal redwoods. Take a dip in their outdoor heated swimming pool or their outdoor hot tub. It's open all year round from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. You can call them toll-free at 877-BLC to win or visit them at bluelakecasino.com.
Top of the 7th inning. It'll be the bottom third of the Expos order, starting with Dalton Daly, who has popped to second and flown out to right field. Milch comes to the plate, and Daly hits it on the ground. Nice pickup by the third baseman. And Gon Gibson's throw is high, but coming off the bag is Tatum, and they say he missed the tag, and the runner's going to be safe.
What are you doing out there?
And that's going to bring Guyver out. It sure looked like he tagged the batter Daly as he was just before he had reached the base. The throw was offline by Gon Gibson, and it looked from here as if Tatum had caught the ball and then tagged the runner before he reached first base. So it will stand as an error on Gon Gibson, and the leadoff batter now aboard for the Expos. Now the three umpires are meeting out at the mound.
Yeah, they're trying to get their story straight.
We also have a very special shout-out, a baby announcement. Christina and Michael are having a baby boy.
Boy, I don't know how either the home plate umpire or the third base umpire would have a better view of what happened at first base than the first base umpire. Now, I'm not saying the call was correct.
Well, whoever thinks he was out at first had the better view. Because he was out.
He looked to be out. He did look to be out from here. But they're conversing on the field, and, if they reverse the decision, I'm sure the folks from the Cal Expos are not going to be pleased. So someone's going to be very unhappy when the three umps reach their decision, which we are hoping occurs before midnight, and they're going to call him out.
He's out.
And now here comes the manager of the Expos.
Oh, yeah.
So erase the E5. It's a 5-3 put-out, third to first. And the manager is arguing with the home plate umpire. But I think he's going to lose that argument. One manager is arguing with the first base, with the home plate umpire. The coach is arguing with the first base
I think
umpire.
they should throw them both out for that.
Insubordination. Shall not be tolerated.
Shameful behavior.
Oh, my goodness gracious. So the rhubarb still goes on, but this time the Crabs are going to win it. And there is one out. That'll bring up Keenan Reardon. Reardon has yet to put the ball in play. He has gone down swinging, and he has looked at a called third strike. Reardon 0 for 2 on the evening. And the pitch to him is taken for a ball, a little bit outside, 1-0. The next offering, lined off the glove of the pitcher, third baseman Gon Gibson has it. The throw to first is in time. What a fine play. A line drive off the glove of Jared Milch. And Gon Gibson retrieved the carom and threw out Keenan Reardon out. Must be said, Reardon's a catcher and not too swift down the line. A faster runner would have beaten. But all in all, a fine play. 1-5-3 on your scorecard. Fastball inside to Damian Paz Holmes. Two down here in the 7th inning. And that one's fouled back onto the screen, the ball and a strike. So an overturned call and a play at first base. And then a carom shot off the pitcher's glove to Gon Gibson, who threw to Tatum for the out. 1-1 pitch misses high, 2-1.
All right, we'll take a break. I'll be back.
The next pitch. Swings and a high chopper to the third baseman, Gon Gibson. He's got it, and the throw across the diamond retires Paz Holmes and the Expos in the 7th inning. No runs, hits, or errors. And at the end of 6.5, the score remains Crabs 4 and the Expos 1. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka.
The Angel Boys ballpark staff who are streaming towards the front. Come on now. And we'll take me out to the ball game.
New pitcher. 19.
Are you crying wolf?
No, this time it really is. 19? I don't see a 19. Do you?
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Zach Carr.
Okay.
15.
All right, welcome back to the ballpark as we head into the Crabs 7th inning. Just caught the end of the Crabs staff and Crabgrass band leading us in Take Me Out to the Ball Game. New pitcher on the mound, right-hander Zach Carr, a 6'2", 160-pounder, long, tall drink of water from the University of Antelope Valley, picking up for Ricky Garcia, who acquitted himself well after some wildness in the first inning. And then a couple of very hard-hit balls in the second, including an inside the park home run by Otis Statham. But after that, Ricky Garcia really settled down and shut out the Crabs for the ensuing 4 innings. So Zach Carr now will come in, and he will face the top of the order. Kellen Strom, Shaggy Cantu, and Coco Figueiredo. Few jackets and sweaters on now, but it has been just a wonderful, wonderful evening for baseball, and we sure hope you'll join us for our favorite day baseball tomorrow afternoon at 12:30. And, of course, the kids can run the bases after the ball game and high five or low five their Crab heroes from third base to home.
For your Humboldt Crabs, leadoff hitter, number 18, Kellen Strom.
Kellen Strom will be followed by Shaggy Cantu and Coco Figueiredo. Crabs try and extend their 4-1 lead. You recall they won last night's ball game by a 6-1 count. Zach Carr's first pitch is inside to the right-handed hitting Strom, so we've got right-hander versus right-hander. Carr working exclusively from the stretch. And he comes sidearm with a fastball on the outside corner for a called strike, 1-1. I would call that sidearm rather than submarine. Let me get another look. You can, if you're watching on the streaming, you can tell. Ground ball to the first baseman. He'll take that to the bag himself. and Strom is retired. First base unassisted. That'll bring up Shaggy Cantu. Right-hander in the bullpen bearing down. My guess is we're going to see a new pitcher for the Crabs in the top of the 8th inning. First pitch is high. 1 ball to Cantu. Showed bunt. Third baseman charged in, but still behind the bag at third. The 1-0 pitch. Misses wide. No, yeah, catches the outside corner. Check it. 1 ball and 1 strike. Carr's 1-1 delivery. Grounded over to the Crabs dugout. And it's 1-2, I believe. Let's wait and see. Yeah, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Shaggy Cantu. The 1-2 pitch. Shaggy lets it go by, and the umpire says that's strike 3. That's all you. Oh, now the board said 1-2. It must have been 2-1. So it's now 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Shaggy Cantu. Way outside, 3-2. Crabs put up a pair in the first, a pair in the second, and since then, 4 consecutive goose eggs. But they lead 4-1. Payoff pitch, a high fly ball into center field. Center fielder and right fielder converge. It's going to be the center fielder, Paz Holmes, for the catch. 2 down. That'll bring up Coco Figueiredo. Figueiredo batting left against another right-hander, Zach Carr, picking up for Ricky Garcia, who went 6 innings. Coco shows bunt, takes outside, 1-0. Garcia at the set. The 1-0 pitch. Just misses outside, 2-0. Carr gets the sign from Reardon, and the 2-0 delivery. Low and inside, 3 balls and no strikes. On deck, cleanup hitter, McCarthy Tatum. The 3-0 is outside, ball 4. Pitcher said, where was that one? So the home plate umpire is not, he's asking the home plate umpire, where was it? I don't know if he got an answer. So Figueiredo, a 2-out walk, and that will bring up McCarthy Tatum. Crabs would definitely like some additional insurance as Krusty makes his appearance walking down the concourse. The pitch to Tatum is outside, 1-0. Walks and hit batters were crucial to the first 2 Crabs runs in the first inning. The big blow, solid single by Jackson Critch. The 1-0 to Tatum, misses wide again, 2-0. So suddenly the plate doing a bit of a dance for Zach Carr. Carr's 2-0 offering, the runner goes, the pitch is a strike, the throw to second base is not going to be in time. Coco Figueiredo steals second base. So Figueiredo on at second now with 2 down, runner in scoring position. The pitch was a strike, so the count is 2-1 to McCarthy Tatum, and Keenan Reardon jogs out to have a word with Zach Carr. Two and one the count. Carr at the belt. A look back at second. Comes to the plate. Inside off the catcher's glove, and that's going to allow Figueiredo to zip over to third. So now that insurance run is just 90 feet from home plate. The passed ball allowing Figueiredo to go to third. And a hitter's count for the Crabs cleanup hitter, McCarthy Tatum. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Tatum lets it go by, and it's ball four. Back-to-back walks have resulted in runners at the corners for Jackson Critch. Jackson a single and a double tonight. Two on, two gone. The pitch to Critch is low and away, 1-0. Well, walks in the first inning set the table, and Jackson drove a couple home. Got another RBI opportunity here with runners at the corners and two down. The 1-0 pitch, runner at first goes, fake throw to second, no throw. McCarthy Tatum steals second. Now the Crabs have runners at second and third with two down, and another hitter's count, 2-0 to Jackson Critch. Carr's pitch, that's in there for a called strike at the knees, 2-1. Two and one to Critch. The pitch. Tries to check his swing and does so. It's outside, 3-1. So Carr one pitch away from loading the bases on walks. 3-1. If Critch likes it, he's going to be swinging for sure. The 3-1. Misses wide, ball four. So indeed, Carr has walked the bases loaded, and the pitching coach now walking out to the mound. There is no one throwing in the bullpen.
No, that's not a good sign either. And he started off the inning okay. He got the first two outs, right? And then he just kind of lost it.
So the bases will be full of crustaceans for Connor Blair. What's Connor done on the evening, Benjamin? I missed some of the action when you were here.
He's 0 for 2, so he hit by a pitch, line to third, and grounded to second.
Okay. All right, the conference on the mound has broken up. Players back to their positions. Pitching coach to the dugout. And Connor Blair to the bat. Bases loaded, 2 outs.
Number 13, Connor Blair.
Right-hander versus right-hander. From the stretch. The pitch to Blair. Connor takes a strike at the belt, 0-1. Oh, and 1 to Blair. The pitch. Over but low, a ball and a strike. Crabs runners take their leads. The 1-1 pitch to Blair. Connor hits it hard but foul. out of the ballpark.
Now there's a couple guys heading down to the bullpen for the Expos now. There is a right-hander warming in the Crabs bullpen as well.
Yes. He's been throwing hard. I think he likely will be coming in. 1-2 the count now to Blair. Card trying to work out of a jam of his own creation, having walked the bases full. At the set. And the 1-2 to Blair. Way outside to the backstop. The runner's coming to the plate, and he's going to score on the
Pass
ball. That was off the catcher's glove. So Figueredo comes in to score. Tatum and Kitch each move up 90 feet. They're at second and third now with 2 down. It's now a 5-1 ball game, and the count 2 balls and 2 strikes on Connor Blair.
Giants are up 6-0.
Well, that's good news. And Bum's pitching tonight, so that should be money in the bank. The next pitch, way outside. 3-2.
Crawford has a home run. McCutcheon has a home run. It's Rodriguez pitching for the Giants tonight.
So Bum is tomorrow then.
Yeah.
All right. 3-2 the count now to Blair. The payoff pitch. Ball 4 low.
It's got to be all for whoever this is, Carr,
That's
at this point.
4 consecutive free passes. The only reason he didn't walk in a run is he had already had that run come in on a pass
Actually,
ball.
they don't have anybody. They sent somebody down to the bullpen, but they're not warming up. They're just hanging out down there, and so I guess they're going to leave him in the game. It might be. I'm a little concerned. Maybe the Expos don't have enough pitchers, and they still have to play tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
First pitch in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Runner from third comes to the plate, and he scores. That's Tatum.
wild pitch.
So on the wild pitch, Tatum scores. Kitch and Blair move up 90 feet each. They're on second and third. And to count a ball to Johnny Mendoza. So the score is how it ended last night, 6-1 Crabs.
And it's the 7th inning, as Liam points out.
Yeah, once again, the 7th inning. The pitch. Line drive into right field for a base hit. Here comes 1 run. Here comes the 2nd run to the plate. The throw to the plate is not going to be in time. It gets away from the catcher. So the single by Johnny Mendoza plates 2. And now the Crabs have gone out to an 8-1 lead. Well, when you walk that many guys, bad things often ensue. You had 4 consecutive walks and then a solid opposite field single by Johnny Mendoza to plate 2. And here's Otis Statham, who I think it's fair to say supplied the biggest thrill of the night with that inside the park home run.
No question.
The pitch to Otis, high and away, 1-0. And I think you're right, Benjamin. I just think they don't have enough pitching to allow them to go to somebody else on the staff. They may bring in a
They may
player
switch players with somebody, yeah.
in the 8th inning if they have to. The 1-0 pitch. High chopper down the third base line. If it's fair, it's trouble. It's foul. Did he touch it in fair territory?
No, they're signaling foul.
Foul ball. Foul ball. So a little dribbler, not really a dribbler, kind
Good
of
thing he didn't touch it.
a high bouncer
For them,
down the
I mean.
third base line, and the third baseman came in and almost touched it in fair territory, but wisely did not, and it careened into foul ground, and so it's just a strike. It's 1-1 now to Statham. All right, Johnny Medina at second. 2 down and a 1-1 count to Otis Statham. Carr at the set. The pitch. Outside with a fastball, 2-1. How many folks in the house tonight? 909. 909. That's a Beatles song. Remember that one? 909.
No. Was the Beatles song 909?
Yeah.
Huh.
Here's the 2-1. Just a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike. Three and 1 to Statham. Carr's 3-1 pitch. Strike 2 called. Outside corner at the knees. Statham thought he was going to get another free pass. The payoff pitch now to Statham. Way outside, ball 4.
Yikes.
And all you can say is, yikes. Because there's still nobody warming up. So you got to feel bad for this guy, right? He has He has walked 5 batters, 6 batters.
He's got a wild pitch.
6 batters and a single after getting the first 2 outs of the inning. Wesley Gibson is the 9th batter to come to the plate in this inning.
Yeah, all with 2 outs.
Yeah.
He got the first 2 outs.
It's hard to call.
Now they got somebody, looks like now they got somebody warming up.
With all those walks, it's hard to call it a 2-out rally.
No, you can't really call it that. It's more of a 2-out meltdown on the
Two-out
pitcher's
gift.
part.
Yeah, or a meltdown.
That's Trevor Quinn warming out in the bullpen for the Expos. And I bet he's going to warm up in a hurry, I would think. Or at least I hope.
0-1 the count to Gibson. The pitch. Line foul down the first base line. So he's ahead on the count now. No balls and 2 strikes. The Crabs led 4-0 going into this inning. And again, that 7th inning, they've doubled their output. It's now an 8-1 ball game. The 0-2 pitch. Outside with a heater, 1-2. The 1-2. Ooh, we hit it.
Yeah. Well, now we've seen it all.
So, goodness gracious. Gibson hit by a pitch. Crabs now have the bases loaded again. And Kellen Strom, who hit a ground ball to the first baseman, who went to the bag for the unassisted putout. Shaggy Cantu then flew to center, and then the dam broke. Fastball for a called strike 1 to Kellen Strom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 walks and a hit batter. The next pitch, swung on and missed. It's 0-2. Five walks, a hit batter, and a single have accounted for 4 runs. Crabs at every base. The 0-2 pitch now to Strom. Ground ball, weakly hit. The third baseman's got it. Throw to second in time for the fielder's choice for the force out, and that'll do it for the Crabs in the 7th inning. However, they come up with 4 runs on 1 hit and a whole bunch of walks and hit batters, and at the end of 7 complete now, it's the Crabs 8 and the Expos 1. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480 Arcadia, Eureka.
Yes.
New pitcher, who's this? Are you sure? Yeah, this time I'm sure.
Yeah, you're right. 36. Ryan Sullivan.
It's a good time to bring in Ryan.
What was that guy's name, that pitcher?
What's Sullivan's number? 36. Thank you. We still got an ad or two, don't we?
Yeah, maybe. Welcome back to the ballpark. Thanks to Blue Lake Casino and Hotel, minutes from the Pacific Ocean and the rugged mountains. Blue Lake Casino and Hotel offers affordable, spacious rooms with views of the gorgeous Mad River Valley and pristine forests filled with coastal redwoods. Take a dip in their outdoor heated swimming pool or their hot tub. It's open year-round from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. You can call them at 877-BLC to win or visit them at BlueLakeCasino.com.
Got a new pitcher on the mound, Benjamin. Ryan Sullivan, right-hander, coming in, picking up for Jared Milch, who pitched a fine ball game and is in line to win.
Ryan Sullivan comes in having pitched 6 2/3 innings. He does not have a record in those 6 2/3 innings. He's given up 8 hits, 9 runs. They were all earned. He walked, struck 6, struck out 5.
All right. And what is Milch's record coming in?
Milch is 1-1, so he's looking to go 2-1 on the season.
All right. Not a save situation for Ryan Sullivan with a 7-run lead, but he's asked to keep
Throw
the Expos
strikes.
at bay. Yeah,
That's
throw
I'm
strikes.
asking throw strikes.
Please.
That's my asking.
Please.
Throw strikes. I really don't want to have to abandon Hoke here.
A walkout right here in our own. First pitch is a fastball a bit inside to Renteria.
It's cold out tonight. The guys warming in the bullpen are all wearing jackets, and it's
Ground
cold
ball
up
to
here.
the shortstop. Fielded there by Cantu, and the throw to first in time, 1 down.
It's cold up here in the booth too.
Yeah, it was warm.
It was a
When
nice day,
it
but
was a nice day,
yeah, but it
it's
was
really
sunny all
cooled
day,
off.
and there's no cloud cover, so it's gotten cold. As all that beautiful heat escapes into space.
Well, the heat needs its own space.
We all do.
We all need our own
our
space.
space.
Here's Matt McGrady, and he fouls the pitch off, strike 1. And the next pitch a bit low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Fastball inside, 2-1. McGrady a single in 3 trips. Left-handed batter facing the big right-hander Ryan Sullivan. Next pitch is low, 3-1.
Cold like this makes me think about buying one of those cool new pullovers the Crabs are selling down at the concession stand.
Oh my. Next pitch is a ball, so McGrady gets a free pass. What are they asking for those pullovers?
Well, the really nice ones are about $80, but they're really nice. They're super heavy, and the Crabs is it's not painted on. It's like a stitched on logo.
Oh my.
It's very nice.
All right.
Very nice.
Swing and a miss by Ruiz. Strike 1. I wasn't even going to mention my birthday's next week.
Why would you?
Well, old friends sometimes like to bestow gifts on their. And the next pitch just misses outside, 1-1. Actually, I lied. My birthday's in
I
February.
know your
but-
birthday's was months ago. I know that.
yeah.
Yes.
Shucks, can't get away with anything. 1-1 the count to Ruiz. Fastball outside, 2-1.
Well, if the Crabs are playing next February,
You'll get me one.
I'll get you one.
All right, what a guy. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. 2-2 the count. Runner at first and one down. The next pitch misses away, 3-2. Ryan Sullivan, a big guy, 6'4", 220 pounds. The payoff pitch is over but low, ball 4. That one didn't miss by much, but it missed.
That's not the point.
He's not following your dictum. Throw strikes, throw strikes. Yikes, yikes. Did I just hear Don Hofacker's name spoken in vain up here? Here's the cleanup hitter, Torrin Miller. Chance to do some damage, try and get his club back into the ball game, and he takes a fastball on the inside corner for a called strike 1. Miller 1 for 2 on the evening, and he also drew a walk. McGrady at second, Ruiz at first, 1 down. Top of the 8th, Expos trailed the Crabs 8-1. Fastball just misses inside. So the count even at 1.
All he has to do is throw strikes. We got a 7-run lead. Just let the defense do its job.
Tries to check his swing and is able to do so, I believe. They're
He
going
went
to check.
round. Oh, come on.
Second base umpire said no.
Come on, up. I got somewhere to be.
2-1. This is interfering with Benjamin's social life. Is not acceptable. It's not acceptable. 2-1 the count to Miller. And the pitch. Poof! Fouled back onto the screen. He had a big cut there. And just got a piece of it, so it's 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Ryan Sullivan gets the sign from Johnny Mendoza. The 2-2 pitch. Oh, it hit him. My goodness gracious. So, the Crabs have now gifted the bases full. 2 walks and a hit by pitch. And that's going to bring Nick Ciccone out to have a word with Ryan Sullivan. We've got a left-hander throwing in the bullpen. So we've got, is that a right-hander out there? I think it's a left-hander. Left-hander throwing in the Crabs bullpen behind Ryan Sullivan, who after getting the first out of the inning on a ground ball to Shaggy Cantu, he then walked Matt McGrady, he walked Will Ruiz, and he just plunked Torrin Miller. So the bases are loaded. What was it Yogi said? Ain't over till it's over. And you got Angel Flores coming to the bat. Flores 2 for 3 on the evening. And the pitch. Fouled off to the right and out of play. Strike 1. Sullivan working from the stretch. The next pitch misses low and away. 1-1. Sullivan at the belt, the 1-1 pitch. Just a bit inside, 2-1. Sullivan at the set, the 2-1 offering. Swing and a miss on a pitch low and away. That was probably ball 3. So a break for Ryan Sullivan and the Crabs. Now the count is full at 2-2. Crabs back all the way around. They're looking for 2. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to the pitcher. He comes to the plate for one. The relay to first, a double play. 1, 2, 3, double play. Pitcher to catcher to first baseman. And the Expos are gone in the 8th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 left, and at the end of 7.5, it's the Crabs 8 and the Expos 1. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka. Zach Carr out for the second inning of work.
Well, gentlemen.
It's been a pleasure. Go ahead.
No, I got plenty of time.
Have we read all our commercials? Well, that's
We didn't do the one for the
business.
mom accountant.
Yeah.
Solutions for Small Business offers bookkeeping services, help with QuickBooks and full-service payroll. 25 years of bookkeeping experience. They're really more than that. They're like mom for small business. They can help you solve all your problems, and you can feel comfortable telling them about your record-keeping troubles. They have solutions for you. Contact them at 707-267-7923 or online at solutionsforsb.com.
Shaggy Cantu takes a strike. It's 0-1. The next pitch, Cantu takes for a called strike 2, outside corner. It's 0-2. Carr had all kinds of trouble getting the ball over in the 7th inning. High pop up into shallow right field. Second baseman goes out, but it's going to be the right fielder coming in, Angel Flores, and making the catch. 1 down.
Yeah, and it's a surprise because he's got those cool high socks. Didn't seem to help. And he throws sidearm.
Now, the question is correct pronunciation of his name. Some people named Flores with a first name Angel prefer Angel.
Angel.
But
yes.
some prefer
It's
Angel. You don't know.
We don't know.
We ought to find out. Here's Coco Figueiredo. Pitch misses wide, 1-0. Coco's walked a couple of times tonight, stolen a base. Does he have any hits? Does Coco have any hits? I'm missing that one stretch.
He does not. He's 0 for 2.
Okay.
In the first inning, he walked. In the second inning, he flied to center. In the 4th inning, he grounded back to the pitcher. And in the 7th inning, he walked and scored.
Okay. The 1-1. Coco takes it wide. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch misses inside. The 3-1 pitch lined into left field for a base hit. So Coco's got his hit for the night. He rarely has an offer. 1 out single, and that'll bring up McCarthy Tatum.
Tatum's 0 for 2. He's walked twice and scored a run.
Right. When Coco and Tatum go 0 for 2, you say he's due. He's due. They've been hitting so well. We got a day off tomorrow, and then Tuesday.
We have a day off tomorrow?
We do. The Solano Mudcots come in Tuesday.
Tomorrow's Sunday.
Oh, I'm sorry. Monday we have a day off after we complete this series. And then the Mudcats are in Tuesday for a 7 o'clock game, but Wednesday's game is an afternoon game. It's the 4th
And that's 4th of July.
Yeah. The next pitch, taken for a called strike.
Who are we playing on Tuesday and Wednesday?
Are we playing the Mudcats, the bottom feeders?
Oh, then who's playing? Who's coming in next weekend?
Oh, the Crawdads.
The Crawdads.
Walnut Creek Crawdads. That could be a good series.
So that's going to be a
that could be a good
battle
series.
of the crustaceans.
So first the bottom feeders, then
And
the
then a
crustaceans.
crustacean against crustacean battle.
A ball and a strike to Tatum.
Carapace clash.
That pitch goes to the backstop.
Hey, this is starting to look like the last inning.
Figueredo moves to second on the whatever it is, wild pitch,
I think
pass
wild
ball?
pitch.
Wild pitch, whatever.
Really?
There comes a point.
Yeah. Just to mix it up, we'll go with wild pitch.
Flip the coin. Heads, it's a wild pitch. 2-1 to count. Tatum takes a fastball on the outside corner to even the count at 2.
Man, it's cold up here.
The 2-2. Lined into right field. That's going to be in there for extra bases. It's going to
Foul.
be.
It's foul ball.
It's a foul ball?
Yep.
Oh, doggone. He didn't miss by much. That's kind of the toughest part of the ballpark for me to see where it lands down the.
Yeah, I
right
have a
field
better.
corner.
I'm not as blocked by the gate by the fence as you are.
Yeah.
From my angle, and
It was close though, wasn't it?
not that close.
Really?
No,
Oh,
it was about
okay.
a couple feet.
Okay. 2-2 to Tatum. Zach Carr gets his sign from Reardon. And the crossfire pitch is hit on the ground. Third baseman can't get it. By the time the shortstop does, he's got no chance. That'll be an infield single for Tatum. So both Coco and McCarthy get their base knocks here in the 8th inning. And with one out, Jackson Critch coming to the bat. I've got Jackson for 2 hits tonight.
He does a single and then a double in the 3rd inning. Then he struck out looking in the 5th and walked and scored in the 7th.
So 2 for 3 for the Crabs' leading hitter and leading RBI man. The pitch to Critch. Misses wide, 1-0.
Definitely the coldest night of the year so far.
The 1-0. Fastball misses low, 2-0. Two and 0 to Critch. Way outside, so it's 3-1. Excuse me, 3-0, and he's one pitch away from again loading the bases.
Well, at least these were hits.
Yes, yes. And my guess is Jackson's got the hit sign if he likes this 3-0. We'll see.
The guy's not warming in the bullpen anymore either.
That's ball 4, not even close.
Why did the guy stop warming up in the bullpen?
So he's probably cold. He's probably cold, Benjamin. He went to a car and turned on the heater.
Really?
Yeah. The bases are full of crustaceans for Connor Blair. And he came up, the last time he came up, the bases were loaded, and he drove in a run with a big walk.
A booming
walk. Oh, my gosh. How many have we had? Are you going to count those? I don't. Did you bring your abacus?
1, 2, 3, 4 last inning plus 5, actually just 5 in the 7th inning alone.
There's a strike.
6. Other than that, they haven't had, 6 in the last 2 innings.
Yeah,
their starter did all right. He was shaking early, and then he got it together in the 3rd through 6th innings. He pitched very well.
Ground ball hit weakly to the third baseman. He's got it. The long throw across the diamond pulls the first baseman off the bag. Everybody's safe and a run scores. That'll be an E5. Figueredo comes in to score. Tatum to third. Critch to second. Blair safe on the third baseman's error. It's 9-1. There's still only one out. And here's Johnny Mendoza. Johnny 1 for 4 on the evening. His single drove in a pair of runs in that 4-run seventh inning. Crabs 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 4 in the seventh. Fastball high and away. The Expos scored their lone run in the fourth inning. 1-0 to Mendoza. Ground ball foul out by the first base coach. Ball and a strike. John Bryant looks cold. The first base coach, he's bundled up out there, got gloves on and a crab jacket. Ground ball over the mound. Shortstop boots the ball. Everybody's safe. The ball goes into the outfield. 1 run scores, and the bases remain loaded. What's that called? E4?
E6.
Yeah, I mean E6. All right. So the bases are still loaded. It's now a 10-1 ball game. There is no mercy rule, and Otis Stadium coming to the bat. Otis 1 for 3 on the evening, and that was that thrilling inside the park home run back in the second inning.
Well, the Expos are really spreading the ineptitude around.
That's the third error of the night. They had 4 last night. But
Third
tonight,
base, shortstop so far in this inning. No one's hit a ball to the right side yet.
here's the 1-0 pitch. Stadium, a little pop fly that the third baseman gathers in for the second out.
People are cheering for that out in the stands. It's cold.
Why are these people still here? Have they not had the drawing yet? Do they have this 50-50 drawing?
No, they've already had the 50-50.
Oh,
We're in
well,
the eighth
these are-
inning, yeah.
These are intrepid, hardy fans.
Yeah.
Okay, here's Wesley Gunn Gibson. A couple of doubles in 3 official trips, and after getting a couple of hits, he got hit by a pitch. The pitch to him is in the dirt, goes to the backstop. No advance. The Crabs aren't going to run at this point. One and 0 to Gunn Gibson, the 8th batter to come up here in the 8th inning. The 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to the third baseman. He's got it. He goes to second
Nicely
for the
done.
force, and that'll do it. However, the Crabs come up with a couple more runs. On 2 hits, there were 2 errors and 3 left. And at the end of 8 complete, it's the Crabs 10 and the Expos 1. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka. So did they pick the best costume yet? Who won tonight? Nobody?
Well, they've said hardly anyone dressed up, so they decided they
Not
just,
to do it.
yeah.
Shocking.
After Ryan Smith completed his warm-up pitches for this inning, first pitch is laced between first and second base and into right field. So Ryland Green, a leadoff single here in the top of the ninth for the Expos.
Is this still Sullivan? Yeah, this is still Sullivan. Okay.
And after Sullivan had completed his warm-up pitches, Johnny Mendoza threw the ball back to him and he threw it over his head. It's the only bad throw I've seen Mendoza make all season.
We have a pinch hitter, Hoke. This is Trevor Quinn for Daly.
All right. Big right-handed hitter. Quinn batting for Daly. Fastball inside corner for a called strike one. Quinn takes the pitch inside, 1-1. Quinn is listed as a pitcher. Didn't he pitch last night? Did Quinn pitch last night? I thought we saw him briefly.
I don't think so. I
No?
don't have him.
Okay. Huh?
He pinch hit.
Oh, he pinch hit. Okay. Ground ball foul. And the
He
count
pinch
1
hit.
and 2.
Yeah, he pitched hit in the ninth last night and flied out.
Okay. So he may be a pitcher tomorrow. He may be their starter tomorrow.
That's possible, yeah.
The 1-2. High pop up out of play. We'll do it again. Boy, for as cold a night as it is, there's just a
I know, a ton of people still here.
heck a lot of people stayed. Pitch just inside, 2-2. I mean, it's not like the outcome's in doubt. If we didn't have Benjamin chained to the post, he'd be gone. 2-2. Lined into right field. That's going to be in there for a base hit. And it's going to go to the wall on a couple of bounces. Over to field it is Connor Blair. Rounding third. Is he going to be sent? No, he's going to stop at third on the double by Trevor Quinn. So a pinch hit double puts runners at second and third with nobody out in the top of the ninth inning.
Yeah,
and
that's great. That's just great.
Keenan Reardon coming to the bat.
That's just fabulous.
Oh, my. All right.
This is Blake Tassos, T-A-S-O-S. He also pinch hit last night, I believe.
I remember that.
Yeah, and struck out looking.
So Tassos batting in the ninth. Runners at second and third, nobody out. Tassos hits a ground ball to the second baseman. Up with it is Figueiredo. He goes to first for the out. And on the play, Greenlee comes in to score. Trevor Quinn moves to third. Here is Damian Paz Holmes, right-handed hitter. One out, runner at third in a 10-2 ball game. He swings at the first pitch and misses, 0-1. The 0-1. That's in there for a called strike two. The 0-2 offering. He tries to check his swing, but he goes around. Strike three. So one out away from bringing this one to a close. Edgar Renteria, the top of the order. Renteria still looking for his first hit of the series. Crabgrass Band will be here tomorrow. And the first pitch is a called strike one. Checking my handy pocket calculator or pocket schedule. Make sure the band will be here tomorrow. The next pitch is inside, 1-1. The 1-1 goes to the backstop. The runner from third is going to come to the plate and score on the wild pitch. So it's a 10-3 ball game. And the count 2-1 on Renteria. Two and one to Renteria. Base is empty, 2 in this inning. Curveball taken just a bit inside, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch, inside ball 4. So Renteria
really?
a free pass. And that brings up Matt McGrady. McGrady 1 for 3 officially, also walked. Left-handed hitter. Pitch is high and tight, 1-0. The next pitch, over but low, 2-0. Well, the food's all eaten, the beer's all drunk. The game's pretty much over, but hey, ain't over till it's over, and a lot of fans wait until it's over. The 2-0 pitch, and now it should be over. A high fly ball to center field. Kellen Strom under it and makes the catch, and the Crabs win by a score of 10-3. Final totals on the ball game. For the Expos, 3 runs, 6 hits, and 3 errors. For the Crabs, 10 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. The winner, Jared Milch, the starter who pitched 7 fine innings and picks up his second win of the season against 1 loss. The loser, the starter, Ricky Garcia. Benjamin, any final thoughts?
Another game wherein the final score did not really reflect the quality of the game.
Yeah.
It's a better game than the final score showed, I believe.
Exactly.
Yes.
That has been the case. Well, we'll see. They have one more chance, do the Expos, to crack into the win column in this series.
Day baseball tomorrow.
12:30, the Crabgrass Band will be here. We hope you will, too. Thanks for joining us tonight. For my broadcasting buddy, the Professor Benjamin Schaefer, I'm Hoke Holcomb. We're rounded third and heading for home.